We have another couple clips of Fox News liberal Jessica Tarlov shooting down her MAGA co-host, this time as they talk about Kamala Harris, who has agreed to do a sit-down interview with Tim Walz, with the interviewer being Dana Bash, as MAGA swears she's too scared to do interviews, even though, as we've covered, she's taken numerous questions from reporters on multiple occasions now, and it just boils down to the fact that she hasn't needed to. She's surging without it. So let's hear Jessica shut them down as they try to find ways and complain about even this.
So I do think doing the interviews is important, and anyone who is going to then criticize her doing this with Dana Bash isn't being an honest broker. No offense, Jesse. They would complain about anything. Dana Bash is a wonderful interviewer, and she was very good moderating the debate with Trump. He even said that she did a great job. So I think it's a good pick for that reason. Going out there with VP Walz, or soon to be VP Walz, I hope, lets you get to know the ticket in full. And if you were listening to Kamala talk about her experience at the convention in the Thursday night speech, can't really say she's afraid of anything. This doesn't seem like a woman who is cowering in the corner about this. She might be concerned about the kind of coverage that she's going to get of these things and the people who are, again, not being honest brokers and will be detractors no matter what she does. But I don't think it's because she's afraid. I do want the viewers, the voters, all of them to be able to see her and get to know her, because we know that this election will be decided by 200,000 people over a smattering of states.
She is pretty spot on here. People will complain about this, but those are the same people who would complain about anything she does. Literally, whatever it is, they're going to find a way to denigrate it and then never hold Trump to the same standard, which is important to point out. The same people saying, oh, well, she's only going to do the interview because it's with Dana Bash, wouldn't criticize Trump for doing Sean Hannity, even when Sean Hannity does actual propaganda and softball interviews where Dana Bash actually conducts really good interviews with both sides. Even Trump had positive things to say about her. And people who say that she's cowering are, again, just being bad faith. She talks to reporters. She talks to voters. We saw her as a senator go directly at people and heat it back and forth. But all of a sudden, she's scared and cowering to take any questions. She agreed to the debate weeks before Trump did and said she was going to be there regardless. There's no signs of her being afraid of any of this, yet people will say that she is because she's playing the game of politics really well, doing it better than Trump, and they just need talking points. But I am glad that she's getting around to doing interviews, as those in the middle do need to get to know her better, and it'll make for some nice content for me to cover.
There is a very solid record, especially when it comes to Black voters, for Kamala Harris to be running on based on what they accomplished during the Biden-Harris administration, from over 2.5 million jobs for Black people, the lowest unemployment in American history for Black Americans, and also the smallest gap between white unemployment and Black unemployment. $16 billion for HBCUs, all of the high-speed internet access, et cetera, investing all this money into infrastructure to make sure that Black Americans have access to economic opportunities like the transportation to get there to the jobs. Those are all things that I hope that she will talk about in this interview. And I think that it would show Charlemagne that she is ready to play. She's ready to earn those votes. We're not taking anything for granted.
You talked about like the historical low unemployment. That was under Trump. You talked about these jobs. Yes, it was.
It's lower under Biden than Trump.
No, well, no, it wasn't.
Yes, it.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I just want to say for the record here, yes, it was lower under Biden. Trump hit a record low then of 5.3%, which Biden beat because he's better than Trump in every metric, lowering it down to 4.8%. Which of those is lower again, Greg? MAGA? I'll let you guys tell me, right? And it also, they had the lowest gap in Black to white unemployment that happened under Biden, not Trump. He outinvested Trump in historic Black colleges and invested in infrastructure that Trump never did, that provided Black Americans more transportation opportunities to education and financial openings that previously they would have been left out of. But the biggest point to be made here is no matter what Biden and Harris achieve, these detractors are always just people who are going to continuously move the goalposts. It's never, okay, you're right. It's never, okay, they did this. It's never, here's good things they did. It's just, let me move on to my next talking point to say that they're terrible, but I'm still going to use the one that you just proved wrong. I don't know how many people comment on my videos and I take the time to correct them. I will send them the sources, the facts, the statistics, and be like, empirically, you're wrong here. And they will just instantly jump to the next topic. But then the next day or week or something, they will come back with the same lies that I spent time proving wrong, as if I didn't just correct them. And that's because these aren't people who are searching for the truth. That's something you have to realize. It's people searching for confirmation bias. They would just want justification to what they want the truth to be, talking points for their side and talking points against the other. And that's the brain rot that MAGA has brought into politics, where it used to be about truth. I mean, some of us, like the ones voting for Harris and Walz, still value that, but what's best for you, the outcomes it's going to bring. It's not about any of that anymore for MAGA. It's just this weird tribalism, because Trump has divided us to that point in this country on the lines of politics, which is why it's more important than ever to vote for Harris Walz for hope, for future opportunity, and bringing unity back to America. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that can interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together. Peace.